USA Radio News with Tim Berg.
Iran is claiming to have seized 2 British oil tankers in the Strait of Hormuz. Iran state media is reporting the tankers are captured for violating international regulation. The move comes a day after President Trump says U.S. forces took down an Iranian drone for flying too close to the USS Boxer in same waters. President Trump and the First Lady are commemorating the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 11 moon landing.
Tomorrow is a very big day because tomorrow will represent 50 years from the time we planted a beautiful American flag on the moon.
During a ceremony in the Oval Office on Friday, the president called it one of the greatest achievements ever, and the president also repeated that we are going to Mars. Fed Reserve officials are signaling that they may cut interest rates by 0.25 percentage point at their July meeting. And you're listening to USA Radio News. A senator is speaking out after being verbally attacked by Jon Stewart. With more, here's USA Radio Network's Chris Barnes.
Republican Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky is answering harsh criticism he's been getting after he tried to put up a stumbling block in front of the passage of the 9/11 Victims' Compensation Bill, saying he wanted it fully debated because it has an impact on America's finances.
What you would do if you're responsible is you'd allocate it for 3, 4, 5 years and come back and reassess it. That's a responsible way to budget. But to have an open-ended thing that goes to 2092, really? It doesn't matter how good the cause is. It's irresponsible.
Paul speaking there on Fox News. Despite his efforts, a vote on the bill is expected to happen this upcoming Tuesday. If the president signs it, it means the fund will be fully funded through 2090.
House lawmakers are working over the weekend to prepare for their public hearing with special counsel Robert Mueller next week. And you're listening to USA Radio News. White House senior advisor Ivanka Trump is taking a tour of a job retraining center in Iowa. The president's first daughter joins a roundtable discussion on how to prepare Americans for jobs of the future.
So this is a great climate, a great opportunity, but it brings to bear a unique challenge, which is the fact that people need skilled workers.
A brutal heat wave will scorch over half the country this weekend. More than 190 million people across 34 states are now under heat alerts. Parts of the upper Midwest and areas along the East Coast could see temperatures that feel like 110 degrees. Dr. Diane Hess shares with me some ways to keep your kids cool during the heat.
Same thing that we do for adults. You want to have them, good access to water. You don't really need, many people turn to those hydration drinks like a Gatorade or an electrolyte drink. Water is fine to keep you hydrated. It's nicer if it's cool because then it does cool the core body temperature. Like if you have cool fluids in you, make sure they have access to it. If they're outside in the sun, they should be wearing a hat and sunscreen at all times. And really come in for breaks indoors in the shade. If you swim or have a pool, that's a good place to be under the sprinkler to cool them off, or at the beach, but nothing excessive because even if you're outside at the pool, you can really dehydrate because the kids are burning up tons of calories swimming, running around. So you want to make sure to get into the shade under some kind of shelter or an umbrella.
For more news, please remember you can find us online at usaradio.com or on Facebook at USA Radio. For USA Radio News, I'm Tim Berg.